up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Happy February. I'm super pumped to have you guys here. So today I'm going to talk about something that you guys have requested, and it's honestly something that I'm not a pro about, but I have been through it and I know how to do it. And that is how to slim up your tummy, how to tone it, how to get abs, like legit abs, and how to grow a booty. Now, am I saying that I am the most shredded person of all time? No. Am I saying I'm a pro? No. I want to share what, like, as a human, as a real woman, what has worked for me. This is not to say that I don't get bloated sometimes and that I'm not in like top physical condition sometimes, but it is to say that I have been able to go from like this to this, which is kind of crazy to be able to have such a transformation over just a couple of months, like to really commit and to be able to see that. And the way that I've broken it down is really just 3 things that I focused on, but they have to all happen together and they have to happen in the right ways. So I'm going to share with you guys exactly how I do it, but it comes down to what you're eating. I think that's the most important. That's the one that we all struggle with the most. Your nutrition, what you're going to have in the kitchen, and your workouts, your fitness, your exercise every single day and what that looks like. Yes, I did say every single day, and I'm gonna get into my exact schedule and my exact moves. I'm gonna take you guys down to the gym with me. But the last thing is that level of commitment, that level of consistency, the level of accountability that you have to yourself. And I'm gonna give you guys some tips and tricks as to how I stay committed and how I don't kill myself doing it either. So if that's something that you guys wanna see, let's jump into the video. Now, if you guys are not already following along on Instagram, make sure that you guys go do that. I will pop it up on the screen for you guys. I have a fitness page where I share quick videos, I share my nutrition, I share what I'm eating that day, I share some motivation, some real talk, and then I have my lifestyle page as well. So if you guys aren't already following, go follow along on there as well. The first part of this you had to know was nutrition. You always hear that abs are made in the kitchen, but a booty is made in the kitchen as well. I do not restrict myself, and I think that this was how I was finally able to grow my butt. Like, genetically, I'm not predisposition to have a big butt at all. I was very, very thin. I was kind of like skinny fat growing up. I was a very not strong individual. I couldn't even do a push-up. The idea of even holding a barbell was almost impossible for me the first time that I tried to do it. Like, I was by no means strong. So the concept of going into a grocery store and knowing exactly what to eat did not come naturally to me. I did have to do a ton of research, and over the years I've gained so much knowledge on just what works for my body type, and it's so difficult too in today's society where we have like paleo and vegan and keto and like all of these different fads, like all of these different keywords that are coming at us, and we just don't even know which one is the best for us. And the way that I see it is just common sense, like be practical, common sense corner. And I think about whole foods, real nutrition. I shop on the extremities of the grocery store only, and I don't cut anything out either. If I want something, I will have it, because this is what happens when you start to cut stuff out of your life and you just say, I am never having cake. Guess what you're gonna want? The cake. Like, you're probably thinking, I want a piece of cake right now. That's just how it works. And so I don't ever play that game. And through doing that, I've actually been able to eliminate things completely from my diet that weren't serving me at all, that I didn't really want. I just wanted them because I felt restricted and that I couldn't have them before. So I have a very balanced diet. I do eat carbs. I eat healthy carbs as much as I possibly can. I eat lean proteins, but do I have cheat meals every now and again? Yes, and I think that that's why I see results, because I'm not cutting everything from my diet, and my body is able to fuel itself when it's properly nourished. The other thing I do is I don't restrict calories. I will take in about 2,200 calories in a day. That's my average. So women that are my height, 5'9" and a half almost, sitting at 140 pounds, if you're ingesting only 1,000 calories, I will tell you what your body's gonna do, and you're never gonna grow that muscle that you need on your stomach, or the muscle that you need on your butt, or even just the growth of your butt. For it to grow, you need some nourishment there, right? If you think about it, you need to nourish those muscles. So if you're restricting yourself, your body's literally gonna go pump the brakes, and it's gonna go into starvation mode and hang on to everything that you give it. Now, the other thing that can happen that you might not be aware of is if you're playing the whole fat-free game and you're grabbing everything that you can at the grocery store that is gluten-free, like all those branded gluten-free brands, or anything that is sugar-free, or anything that is fat-free. All of these like free words, they're not free. They're packed with sugar or some form of sugar. And anything that does say sugar-free, by the way, usually will be replaced by something that your body just sees it as sugar anyways. It can't read the packaging. It just reads it as, okay, that's more sugar, and it produces that all into fat, into your body. And that is what's happening. It's not that you're going to the gym for nothing, it's that there's just a layer of fat over top of that muscle. So that's what was happening to me, is I felt like I was working super hard and I was doing the right moves and I was doing the right workouts and really working my butt off, and I wasn't seeing the results. And it's not because I wasn't doing the right things, it's because I wasn't eating the right things. So those are a couple key tips for you. And moving into the workouts, I'm gonna take you guys down to my gym. I work out at home. And this is something that really worked for me, and I do think that a lot of women will agree with me on this. When I got into fitness, and just got into fitness, like I say that like I'm a professional, I'm not, but got into it in the sense of wanting to change my life and wanting to get healthy. The idea of going to a gym, honestly, it wasn't even just that I couldn't necessarily afford it at the time, it was that it was very daunting. Like, I didn't have the confidence, so it wasn't just money, it was a confidence issue. Like the idea of knowing what machines to use, like those abductor machines, have you ever, you know, the really awkward one? I just thought about, like, I wouldn't even know how to use that. I wouldn't know what plates to put. Like, I just thought about all these things and I wouldn't know. I would be scared that people were looking at me. I would be scared that people were judging me. And this was about 4 or 5 years ago, whenever I kind of started my fitness journey. And the idea for me to be able to work out from home and to build a booty at home and to build abs and to be strong and to get more done at home than I ever could with more time at a gym was totally up my alley. I wanted to get it done in like 30 to 45 minutes, one and done, sweat it all out, leave it all in the basement. Now, we used to live in a little tiny condo in downtown Ottawa, and I would just move my coffee table out of the way and be able to do my workouts there. And it worked for me. It really worked. I was in the privacy of my own home, and I built my confidence on my own time, and that worked. But one thing that I do now is I don't use like a ton of equipment. I don't do a ton of squats, and that was one thing that I was doing. I thought I had to just wreck my body, like do like a bunch of jumping lunges and like just wreck my joints or run my butt off and like do crazy amounts of cardio. And honestly, I don't. I do more just like body weighted moves. I do a ton of hip thrusts. I'm going to take you guys down to the gym and show you all of this, but with limited equipment too, I just use resistance bands, mostly pretty light to medium weights. Like max I'd go is probably a 25 pound. And the other thing this does is it doesn't compress your spine. It doesn't, you know, hurt your joints. You don't hurt yourself. You don't injure yourself that way. And the other thing I have are these really cool gliders. So I'm able to bring most of my equipment with me, and I'll just use the dumbbells wherever I am if I even need them. And that makes it, on the consistency part, really easy to stick with everything. And you guys might have seen my videos where I'm in Florida or we're in the Bahamas and I stick with my workouts and I still do them, and that's how I stay consistent. The other way is I'm accountable to my Fit BFFs, which you might have heard me talk about before also. And at any time, by the way, that you're watching this, I get messages all the time like, how do I become a part of this? I always leave the link below to apply to join. If you ever do want to do these workouts with me, it's 100% an option. The nutrition and everything is all included. Between the nutrition being in check and figuring out that sugar level and all of that type of stuff and the carbs and knowing what to eat really helped. The correct moves that I did them not with the heaviest, most craziest weights and only did like 1 rep. I would rather go down a level in weight and do more reps and almost go till I just couldn't anymore and go till failure, which is really when you burn out the muscle, and that's how you build it. And the other thing that I do a ton of, and this is why I said no days off, I stretch on my off days. I don't really have an off day. I will either foam roll or I will do like a cool cardio type of flow yoga where I just like sweat out all the toxin. I elongate and stretch out all the muscles back to their normal form. And I will check in with my girls in my Fit BFF group where I can hold myself accountable and I stick to it. So that's kind of my trifecta, my recipe for success, and that's what worked for me. It really did. And that's how I went from, you know, Miss Flapjack Booty to actually growing something. So let's go down into my gym. I'm going to show you guys a couple of my top moves, and I will hopefully teach you guys a couple of new workout moves that will burn the booty and the abs.
About to leave, already packing, come with me, I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions, we'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow, we can't miss out.
right, you guys, hopefully that was helpful, the walkthrough of the moves and all of my top moves to get toned abs, smaller waist, bigger booty, and obviously the more that you grow your booty, the more that that waist is gonna look slimmer and slimmer. So hopefully that sheds some light on how you can potentially do. If you have any more questions, definitely leave them down below. I will 100% do videos in the future on like what I eat in a day and whatever you guys really want to see, just always drop it down below. I love reading your comments. And of course, if it was helpful, I always appreciate the thumbs up. And I wanted to share just something, I don't really ever share this kind of stuff, but I was looking back at my previous videos, and I don't know if you guys ever saw this video, it's still up on my channel. Back when I was just getting started into YouTube, I had done a video on this exact day last year on February 1st, and the intent was to start up like my favorite things every single day. And what I did was I filmed a video in my gym, and funny enough, it was a booty workout video, and I just said, I'm gonna do a video a day for the entire month of February. That was the only video that I ended up doing. And to be honest, it was because I was scared, and I just, you know, I fell flat on my face with that. But look at what happened. Like a few months later, I came back when I was ready in October, and I did 31 videos in 31 days, and that kind of kicked off my channel. And then I did it again in December, and like, look at where we're at now. Like I know that that's not the same as growing a booty, but I just thought it was such a parallel of like, you can, if you've tried before to like lose weight or tone up and you've just told yourself like, maybe I'm just not that person and maybe I'm just not that good at it, and you've totally failed, pick yourself up, do it again. Maybe you're ready now, and who knows, you might crush it. So I believe in you, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I have failed many times, and it's through failing that you kind of find your way and you figure your stuff out and you find what works for you. So don't ever give up. I believe in you. I'm here for you. If you ever need support, comment down below, click the link, send me an email. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, dudes.
Lost in